Here at about the 40. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And a fast footwork by White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Davis on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Davis toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Two receivers left, one to the right.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Here's Davis looking to throw on 2nd down. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They run with Ajayi. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A first scoring update now from Carolina. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives. Turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's White, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Davis now to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Ajayi probably happy to see Buffalo. Everyone remembers last year in the 2 games against him, he ran for 214 yards and 206 yards.
The 4th most in NFL history against one team in a single season. And the Bills have prided themselves on their run defense.
Well, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Tannehill. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Here's White. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Davis to throw on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing again is Tannehill. Buying time to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Davis on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. This is White on the screen. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go.
On third down, Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Runs through the contact.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
36. Three down. Tight ends on Ringo.
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Off play action, Tannehill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Davis. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Here's Davis looking to throw on second down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Charles Harris in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Davis now operating from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake, Davis. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Howard Wilson, the rookie from Houston. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll toss it to Ajayi. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Damian Williams to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Being chased out left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Tannehill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now it's Ajayi. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 14. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Now Davis to throw on second down. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Now let's go.
Davis throwing on third and long. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Davis. From the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Jarvis Landry, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Man left. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Set. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
Davis now. Back to the air on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Davis. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Davis looking to throw on second down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Davis operating from the gun. And Jones has it over the middle. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Davis. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw. Davis. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. To throw is Tannehill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Davis now. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Davis. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Davis now. From the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
Jay's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb can't escape. as he goes down. Charles Harris in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. First throw for the backup Cutler. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go now.
They go play action with Cutler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Leopard.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Caught on the right side by Jones. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, Webb. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Webb now from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw on 3rd down. Webb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down.
Cutler kneels on it, and that should just about do it. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.